Welcome back, everybody. And so we're going to be taking a look at my Mewtwo raid that I did a few days ago and discussing a few more things that I didn't go over. I went over them on my last video of the Mewtwo raid, but we're going to go over a few more things and Mewtwo's catch animation and what to prepare for. Also, the teams that you're going to need to use against Mewtwo, which you already know by now, and how you don't need to spend any more Stardust or over-prepare yourself as we thought. So, enjoy the awesome footage of the Mewtwo raid, and this was just an amazing time. So, I'm going to take it first step, the gym control. Then we'll talk about the attacking. Then we'll talk about the catching, okay? So first off, when you go to if you do get an EX raid pass, unfortunately I have some news too. Apparently Niantic sent out some emails saying that they're going to now focus on Europe for the EX raid passes, but I mean, I don't even know if that's true or not. Who knows with these guys anymore, so we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully they'll be handing more exclusive raid passes out to North America soon, and everybody can get a shot at it and we can try it again. Okay, so with that said, preparing yourself with Pokemon. This part was just a little bit overthought. You don't need to have you know, all those powered up Pokemon like we thought you did. It's really he's a tough Pokemon, but everybody is so ready for this. It's not like you need to max out 6 Tyrannitars. Don't waste your Stardust. Trust me, keep it, save it. Max out maybe 2, maybe 1 even. Maybe it'd be best with 2. And then go on with the rest of your other Pokemon. You could just use your Dragonites. I would assume people already had their Dragonites ready before and maxed out and all that. So there's the lineup if you didn't see the other video. Alright, so what do I suggest you go in there with? You could even use a Gengar, but remember to dodge, because if it has confusion and you're using Gengar, he's going to get taken out in about 2 hits. But if you're dodging, he's going to actually last a pretty good amount of time. Especially if it has Focus Blast, that's going to be really nice for you. Alright, so with that said, don't over prepare. You do not need to spend like absurd amounts of Stardust to power up a whole set of Tyrannitars, like 6 of them or something, or 5. If you did, or if you do, I mean, I'm not trying to say that that's bad or anything, because Tyrannitars are going to be a useful Pokemon throughout the whole Pokemon Go experience because of their strong typing and high CP. Okay, so with that said, here we are in the Mewtwo Battle. What a blast. Pretty much was the simplest part here. Let's take it back to gym defending, which I didn't really even talk about. I kind of got off track there. You're going to make sure you have golden raspberries. So the whole thing about me saying save 50 because you're going to get 50 Premier Balls, we all know this is, you know, not true at the end here. But come down to it, saving your golden raspberries was still going to be something you wanted to do because the gym control. Some people are like, well, it's only for an extra few balls. Well, it's a Mewtwo and you want those extra few balls. You know what I mean? So it could make the difference. You could say you're down to 10 balls, and if you had a 12, you could have gotten those last 2. All right, so gym control is a big part of this. So make sure you are ready with your golden raspberries. If you do get an EX raid pass, and if you don't have one, and you just want to go show your support for your team, go down there and whenever the next Mewtwo event happens and help defend your team's gym, or attack the enemy's gym. It was a blast. This was the best time I've ever had defending a gym, obviously, because there were so many people packed in one area attacking the gym. And you know what was the best part of all this? Literally no network errors. None. Zip. I didn't have any problems at all. Even though we had all those people in that one area, nothing. So thank goodness. That was just beautiful. All right, so now that we discussed all those corners there, now we're going to talk about the catching. So let's go ahead and take a look at the catch screen here. I did horrible. I was in the rain. I was nervous. So many people talking and everything, and I just like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe I was throwing such bad throws. I was just like thinking to myself, you got to be kidding me. Is this thing actually going to get away from me? Alright, so we're going to look at Mewtwo's attack animation here. Okay, so here we go. I slowed it down quite a bit so we can see this, and it starts right now. So it's a pretty lengthy attack. Obviously, this is slowed down quite a bit. Alright, it's still going. See his hands down. Some people might throw it, and you're not even going to hit it. Alright, so it ends right then. So quite a lengthy period there. So just take note of that. Whenever he swings his hand, you got to be careful, and you have to time it just right. Okay, here we go with the second attack. Slow down just a little bit, not as slow as the last time, so you can get a good understanding as to how this works here. So whenever you get yours and you go, you're going to be prepared for everything here, so you don't waste not one ball. I did catch it by great chance of a critical catch, not even inside the ring. Thank goodness Arceus was looking over me, because I was feeling like it was not going to happen. It just does 2 shakes and breaks. I was feeling extremely nervous, so we'll see what I can do next time. I don't think I can do 2 critical catches. If I do so happen to get another EX Raid Pass, there he goes again. Just keep taking note, and here we go with the critical catch as how it works, alright? So you basically are going to want to wait, throw it as his hand is almost to his side, then you should have a good chance of hitting it if you're doing the curveball and all that. Alright, so with that said, I hope that gave you a little bit more insight as to what's going to happen when you go to one of these. I'm pretty sure all of you have watched a ton of Mewtwo Raid videos, big YouTubers and small YouTubers alike, because you want to get as much information as possible. So I just wanted to give you my 2 cents here once again, break it down a little bit better. And I definitely didn't delete this video because it's way too valuable to delete, because it's just, wow, a Mewtwo catch with a critical. Are you kidding? Okay, and with all that said, I know I just went over the video Confusion or Psycho Cut. So I'm pretty set on Psycho Cut, but the thing about the quick attack is I can jump back and forth between the two to my leisure, because I have quite a few charges and those come in quite easily. The dilemma is the charge attack. I don't know. I haven't tried out Psychic yet, so I'm thinking maybe I should give Psychic a try, because 100 damage plus stab. The only concern I have is how quick is it going to charge. The only reason why I picked Shadow Ball is because it's 100, no stab, but it charges up quicker due to its smaller bar. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I want to use Psychic, but at the same time, I don't want to use 8 to 9 or even 5 charge TMs on a Mewtwo again, because I've used so many at this point, like 20. Yeah, so I know a few of you have told me Psychic is the better one to choose out of, and it seems like it might even be because the Blissey and the Snorlax are just so a big nuisance to Mewtwo with Shadow Ball. It does such little damage and it's so underwhelming, like ouch. So I'm still thinking about whether or not I want to switch over to Psychic, because these TMs are starting to run out. You know, they don't last forever. And I want to ask you guys a question. When do you think Gen 3 is going to drop? Oh, we're going to be taking a look at Mewtwo is just going to go in and sweep this gym that's been neglected by Mystic. They haven't been feeding their Pokemon, hey? But I was going to ask you a legit question here. When do you think Gen 3 is going to drop? Everybody thinks around the end of October. I definitely think it's coming this year, and that's probably obvious. But, ooh, Metagross, guys, are you kidding me? But what I'm really excited for is Salamence and Blaziken. Fighting, which is for Valor, and fighting type. So I feel like fighting is one of the most valuable Pokemon in this game so far, because Blissey, Snorlax, and Tyranitar, which is in almost every single gym. And with that said, what are you all excited for Gen 3? Are you excited for the starters? Are you excited for the Dragonites and the Tyranitars of Gen 3, which are going to be Metagross and Salamence, I would assume? And what are the region exclusives going to be? Who knows? All we can do is wait and see. But all I know is everybody's dying for some new content. Niantic has been delivering with, you know, here and there. We do have the beasts, which will be migrating very soon. And that's going to be exciting. I really do hope we get Entei over here, because Suicune, you know, is not the best. And it has somewhat of, you know, decent defense, but the only problem is you can't drop these in gyms. It's so frustrating. Hopefully soon we can, because that's going to change everything with their movesets. You're going to want the defense set. Mewtwo would definitely want to put confusion on him, drop that in the gym. With Shadow Ball, come and get some. That's going to be fun, if they ever allow that. I'm thinking maybe one day they might, but who knows. Could you imagine if they made it so there is special gyms that are only for legendaries? There'll be like a legendary gym, and you can drop them in there. But we'll see. And you had to have like special permissions to get in there, like do a certain amount of things, like a certain goal, basically. So anyways, with that said, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I do have some more egg videos coming on the way.